welcome back to my videos. And today, this is a special, because at this time, I'm actually going to post this. This might be a 1 hour video, so please be patient and watch my video. Now, there's no edits, none of that. Well, there might be one edit, but that's only because I'm not going to edit that really. That's literally photoshopping, but that's not right now. Today we're doing what if. This what if's pretty simple. This is what if Luffy was in Beyblade. Burst, specifically. I know you're not going to watch this anymore. Yeah, because you're not into Burst, but I'm into it, and I'm only doing this for my entertainment. If you don't like it, you don't like it, I don't care. Please watch it, though, because honestly, it's been a while since I've even made a video. So, yeah. Okay, so let's get into these videos. And now, we'll not get into the video fully. There's a few, well, this is Beyblade Burst Evolution. Now we're bringing up a few questions. I will answer those questions now. Why? Okay, so I'm going to guess that one of the first questions are, why is it evolution? Why not the original Burst? For two things. One, I really do not want to do Burst because it's too complicated. And two, I've never watched it, so I can't do it. Honestly, that take me just 30 minutes to make one video of Beyblade Burst, and honestly, I don't have time for that. I think Evolution was the start of the best seasons of Beyblade Burst. Once I make parts of Evolution, we're going to go to Turbo, then we're going to go to GT, then we're going to go to Super King, and then lastly, Quad Drive. I haven't fully watched Quad Drive yet, so I can't fully do that one yet until I fully watch it all the way. So yeah, now let's get into this video. Well, let's mainly talk about how this happens. Luffy does not win the World Cup last time. He made his crew up consisting of Sanji, Nami, Usopp, and Zoro. Now, why these four specifically, not Chopper, Robin, Frankie, Brooke? If you want to consider it, Carrot's not going to be in this, no. If you want to consider Yamato, I'm not going to include Yamato either. Those are two things I wanted to include. But all those bosses, well, we're going to downgrade their dirty things. You know, how Doflamingo wanted to kill people and stuff, who loved killing, loved all that weird stuff. Yeah, we're going to make that Louis level, where he likes destroying Beyblades. Not like destroying them completely, like just destroying them by bursting them and stuff. Yeah, like that. Kaido's the one who would do that. Now, Big Mom, I'm gonna call her the big, we're gonna call her, yeah, we'll call her Big Mom, but most people call her Lin Lin, because there's no way I really want to use that. But enough of that, let's get the introductions. Now, Luffy's Beyblade will look like this. Igniting Nika. Igniting Nika is the start of his bay. Now, you don't understand why I put Nika. If you guys mistake me for saying the N-word, I'm sorry, but Nika sounds like that. So, if you guys comment down below I said the N-word, that wasn't my fault. That's because the K sounds like a G. Okay? We're cool? We're cool. Now, obviously, if you guys have recently watched the recent chapters of One Piece, which I have not, but I obviously got myself spoiled, so I know. I obviously know that Nika is the sun god Nika. Well, spoilers. Sun god Nika is the god of sun, I think. And literally can make anything into like a cartoon look. Into like a cartoon lookish type of look. And cartoony-ish look. and he's mainly the inheritance devil for the Hita no Mi, mainly the Gum Gum no Mi, but it's his own mystical zone type version. It's a mythical zone, and it enhances Luffy's powers by an extraordinary amount by making everything he can touch into like his rubber abilities. And another ability, he could touch anything that's like lightning. He literally touched it. And you know what he did? Literally, when he touched the lightning, he grabbed it and literally threw it towards the Kaido. If you don't know what Kaido is, look it up, because Kaido's going to be mentioned most of the time in this anime, since Kaido will be the final boss in Quad Drive. Obviously, because that's the last burst season. So, yeah. Now you might be like, well, Kaido can't be the last boss unless, since Kaido that isn't the end arc of the whole entire One Piece anime. Now, it isn't. Because if you guys watch the manga, read the manga, they still haven't stopped the manga. And they didn't officially stop it because they told us already. So, yeah. The only reason Kaido's the last final boss is because the Quad Drive is the last every season of Beyblade Burst. And if you already know what happened to Beyblade Burst is being canceled after having a good run of 7 years, I think. Started off with Beyblade, then Beyblade Burst Evolution, Beyblade Burst Turbo, Beyblade Burst GT, or if you want to call it Rise. Then you got Beyblade Burst Surge, or Beyblade Burst Super King. And then we got Beyblade Burst Quad Drive, or Beyblade Burst Dynamite Battle, or Beyblade Burst DB. Now, technically you can't count, what is it called? UB, I think it's UB, right? I don't know. The Beyblade, like the last Beyblade versions, get it? Okay, so let's get away with that. Now, let's get into the introductions. Luffy involved really did not win, as technically Louis still wins this time. And yeah. Now, if you obviously know who I'm going to pick as the winner of this anime season, then you'd obviously know my personality, but not a lot of people just knew that. People think I might go for that character, or I might go for that character. You never know. I'm going to do that when I do it. So, yeah. These parts are going to be divided every 2 days because, I'm just kidding. One day, like this day, I'll launch it tomorrow, then I'll launch it tomorrow, then I'll launch it tomorrow. Or I might as well launch it in one whole day. Like, make all the videos in one day, and then tomorrow launch one video, and then the next day launch one video. But that depends on what I'm going to do. Now, I will tell you this. Let's get into the introductions already. Now, the villain of the story is still going to be the same character, Shu Kurenai. But he's going to have a little buddy with him that technically goes back, like loses. Okay, let's just get out this way. In Beyblade Burst, they defeat these bosses of One Piece. They defeat, Buggy. They defeat that guy with the claws from, Usopp's hometown, the villain of that arc. And then they defeat Don Krieg. Now, Mihawk, well, they almost got defeated, but Mihawk literally left the tournament, so yeah, he didn't do anything. Now, Zoro had a little quick battle with him out of the tournament, and Zoro lost. Still, with his Beyblade having a huge scratch in the middle of it. Just kidding, it's like a little scratch. And he literally put, like, black lines on it, and he made it just his. Now, his spirit got a scratch on the same thing right there. Where, Zoro got that scratch. Zoro always had that scratch, but never showed it. Now, since he's always had it, people know that he has it now. Okay, now, and now the last final boss to defeat until the finals. Like, this is the semifinals, Arlong. Now you might be like, is he gonna be a fishman or not? We're not merging, we're just taking characters and putting them in Beyblade. No, he's not gonna be a fishman. If we merge this, I'm telling you, that would be the weirdest. Like, being a Beyblade Pirate Man would be so weird. And I don't have time for that. Like, that just reduce everything. Everything a fun thing. So we're going to bring everyone. How this is going to work, we're bringing every One Piece character and putting them in Beyblade. Okay? Well, every single one. Now that just make it like way too many parts. Because if we did that, this would be like episode. No, we're not doing episodes. We're doing just parts. Big parts. Now let's get back to this. And yeah, Arlong. Arlong, well, you could find an Arlong looking like a human on Google. Make sure they don't look ugly. You can send that into the comments and I'll check it out. Comments? Yeah, you can check it out. I'll check it out. Try. And yeah, we are ready. Now, the final boss in this story. Okay, you obviously, if you watch Beyblade Burst Evolution, you obviously know the final boss and the bad guy of the story is Shu Kurenai, the friend of bababoi. You obviously know that Shu Kurenai, in One Piece, no one in the crew ever betrayed each other. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But in my recent chapters I've watched, even though I've been really 900 episodes now. I've just got a 900 and like something, 902. So don't judge me that it's taken me like almost all summer and almost all of this year just to get to this. Almost the rest of this year. It took me this summer and almost the rest of the year just to get to this point in One Piece. I'm gonna tell you this, I have never ever watched a Kaido battle. I've only watched one episode about Kaido versus Luffy. I honestly really didn't care about it, so I really just looked off because I didn't really get spoiled. I already got spoiled on One Piece, so I don't really care anymore. Now let's just get to the final boss. Final boss is Crocodile. There you go. Like, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna give you Crocodile, bro. That's too soft. Yeah, that's like, what's after Crocodile? Oh yeah, isn't after Crocodile like an L? There we go. We got a final boss. Just kidding. Depends if I do Crocodile or no. You never know. But one of those two might be the final boss. Now, why? Okay, never mind. Okay, let's get to the story now. Actually get to the story. Luffy and Walt are looking out the window. They're amazed of how far in the sky they were. Luffy said, "Wow! It's crazy! How far way up are we? It's so fun to be up here." While Walt said, "Come on, Luffy, let me be in that seat. I really wanted to look at the window." Luffy said, "Okay, fine, I'll let you sit in the seat, but you better give it back." Walt said, "Okay, I promise." Then Walt never gave it back, but Walt looked out the window and he was amazed, too, how far up they were. Luffy had to scooch up because he knew he was gonna lie, so he saw out the window too. And what they saw was both of their new evolution bays flying in the sky in a twirl whirlwind that made a tornado. They were so amazed they took out their Beyblades and showed that their old Beyblades how amazing those new Beyblades were. And they can't wait until they could upgrade into them. And then they got sleepy, so they fell asleep. After they landed, they went to, El Astro, I think. Not El Astro, what's that city? Wherever BC Soul is. I think El Astro, that's no, it's not El Astro. It can't be called El Astro. Whatever that city is called. They're walking around. Well, they started getting lost. And they were lost at all. Now, the reason who was directing them was Luffy. Luffy was going straight and only straight. But, yeah, you understand all that. Luffy doesn't know how to navigate as well as Nami does. Which Nami's not with them. When they get lost, they don't know what to do. So, they go up to the tower. They try to look for BC Soul. But then they found this little orange kid named Kit. Went up to him and said, what you guys looking for? Then Vault said, we're looking for BC Soul. We're one of the candidates that they called us up for their team. You guys? BC Soul? I doubt it. Then Luffy showed them their bay, his bay. Hey, we are for the candidates. They did send us a message and we're gonna go there and we need your help if you do know where they are. 'Cause we're lost. Okay, what's your guys' name? I'm Vault Aroy. Nah, dang it. I'm Vault Aroy. And I'm Monkey D. Luffy. Monkey D. Luffy and Vault Aroy. Well, just call me Luffy. You don't gotta call me by my full name. Luffy said. Kit obviously knew he thought they were lying. So, he took both of their bays, and he started running, and they had to follow him. Then following him until they found the little battle area where kids were battling against each other. And then Kit threw them their bays and said, if you guys are true bladers, now go battle them. Then they said, okay, we can do this. Luffy ran up to them, but before he could ask them for a battle, Silas Carlisle, a recent person who just joined there too, stepped up and said, we got some twerps battling. And the guy who kept on winning every single battle, the best one in the neighborhood, said, who you calling twerp? And Silas stand up in front of him and said, if you're a twerp, then battle me. And Silas showed his bay, Satoon. Now, when he showed his bay, they said, okay, let's do this then. And one of the kids said, ready and set. And we all started sounding, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Now, Silas's bay started going to the middle while the kid's bay started rolling around him and started hitting him with not crazy speed, just enough speed to slow, standard amount of speed. While Silas said, okay, let's reverse your attack. And then he reversed the attack back to him, which pushed his bay back to the wall, which made his bay burst. And the kid said, the winner is Silas Carlisle. We're taking a burst finish with 2 points. And the kid was like, what the heck? Luffy said, okay, battle me next. And then Silas said, you kid? I'd like to see you try. Then they try to beat me. That's what he said. Sorry. Try to beat me. Try to beat me. Then after that, they went to the stadium. Now, Luffy's Bay. What type of Bay is he? He's a balance type. He's mainly standing on an attack, but he's technically a balance. He has a little bit of defense too. Now, armament hockey, which is not useful right now until Turbo, like middle part of Turbo when he gets introduced. But it's still mediocre. His Devil Fruit does not. His Beyblade does still feel attacks. It's just that they don't affect his Beyblade too much. So his defense is pretty high too. So like they're both like all of his attack. His attack power is really crazy. His stamina power is like up there. If it doesn't eat food, it starts going down. So yeah. So it's like it's stamina at the lowest right now because they haven't eaten yet. Then it's defense pretty high up there, and an attack being crazy high. Not like high, like crazy high, just a little higher than the others. So it's like a up. So you get it? It's like a graph where they go down and then they start going up. It's not straight up, just like a quarter type of up, going towards the corner. So yeah, type of that like that. Now, Luffy's a balanced type base. So he starts letting rip, and he knew that Silas was going to go into the middle, since you've already seen his other battle. So he was going to try his best not to attack first, but instead try to plan a strategy, which Luffy literally isn't like Vault or like what do you call him? Hyuga, who likes to, it's Hyuga or, no, not Vault. Vault likes to like plan it out first before he starts attacking. He's not like Dragon or he's not like Hyperion. What I mean by that is like he's not like Hyuga or he's not like Dante. He doesn't want to go immediately into the battle. No, he wants to plan it out. Firstly, think about what he's gonna do. After a few seconds, he planned out. Luffy started making a barrage of attacks, crazy speed, and then after those barrage attacks, Silas was about to do a burst finish on him, which rebounded his bay after he hit the red circles on his bay. But he was bounced back, but he started to drift, as his bottom is mainly a drifting bit. It's like Spryzen's Beyblade Burst Bay, like the first season Spryzen, like that bay type of bottom. If you know what that bottom is. So he starts doing drift. He starts drifting, and he almost hit the wall. But once he stopped drifting, he went through a crazy scene, and he went under. But before he could hit Silas's bottom, before he could hit Silas's middle, so he could bounce him up, Silas lifted his Beyblade down, and he did the countering move, which sent his Beyblade flying, burst in the air, and hit the column with one of the things that stands. Make sure the roof doesn't fall. And the Beyblade's top was completely scratched up. Nothing looked right. It looked like it was chopped up into millions of pieces. And they couldn't even see the little character, like the little god thing that was in the scene, yeah. He was so mad, but he couldn't do anything about it. Now, his friend Vault was mad, so he battled him. And if you watch Beyblade Burst Evolution, same thing happened. The reason why I'm not going to explain what happened with Vault's battle, I'm going to tell you this, is because literally, you have to either watch it on Netflix, or on Hulu, or Disney Plus, or Disney, I forgot what that was called. Disney XD. Or you could watch it on YouTube. Literally have to watch it and you understand. I'm not going to explain it. This is meant for Beyblade Burst fans, but also One Piece fans. Okay? Now, there's not a lot of people who like that. Both of those animes. But it depends. So, yeah. Same thing happened with Vault's Bay. It's got scratched up. It was recognizable, but not as recognizable. But not recognizable fully. Luffy's Bay was just not recognizable at all. It didn't even look like a Beyblade. It was like chopped up, like actually. It just looked like it just got scratched way too many times. So yeah. But Luffy and Vault were sad and mad. When Raul came down here, old guy who knew how to like fix up Beyblades, he took both of those Beyblades tops and he started walking away. They tried to run after him, but they got distracted and they had stuff like that. They lost him. They sat down at the Beyblade stand thingy again, and they remembered the memory. Where Luffy's crew and Vault's Bay friends were talking, Luffy said to his crew, "Okay, guys, I'm about to go to the best team ever, BC Soul. I wish you guys luck, okay? Please. If you can, try to join another team. We'll battle it out, okay?" And they're like, "Yeah!" Zoro was like, "What's wrong, Zoro?" Zoro was mad that he wasn't scattered on the team either. He really wanted to join too. "Zoro, come on. You don't gotta be like that. Sometimes it happens, While Vault was talking to his friends, now this is gonna be different this time. "Okay, guys, I'm about to go to the best team I've ever got scattered from. I guys wish you luck too, and I'll make sure you guys do your best out there. I'd like to meet you in the arena next time, anywhere, at any time. You guys, I'll send you any messages if you need me. If you need me." Well, the same thing was like Zoro, but his friend, Rantaro was mad also, but also sad that Vault had to go. They were both doing the thing, like hugging each other's shoulders, and Rantaro said, "Why are you still here?" Don't make that joke, please. "Why are you still here?" "I don't know," and stuff like that. Yeah, and they were sad at each other, but then they left. Nami was happy for him. Pretty happy that Luffy got a good scouting team. Now, you obviously know I'm pairing those guys with, teams. They're going to be captains, and then they're like Vault's friends are going to be co-captains. Now, if you guys obviously know what teams they're going to be in, you obviously know what teams they're going to be in. Dark guy is going to be Dark Man. You obviously know who's Dark on the crew. On the first 5 people of the crew, that's going to have to go for Zoro. I'm just kidding. Zoro's not going to join them. It's going to go to Nami because she's pretty dark. She does not care unless she gets money. Which, in this anime, she still wants money, but she doesn't crave it over her friends. Or over a battle with Beyblade, so yeah. Now, I'm not going to describe what Luffy's Bay looked like after he gets a level up, because you obviously see it on the screen. You should obviously know what Vault's Beyblade looked like in Evolution 2, so I'm not going to explain it. Now, after that memory, they were pretty mad at themselves that they can't even find their Beyblades. Neither they could even find their way. But Kit came, and he said, "I found that old guy who stole your Beyblade," which both of them were happy and mad at the same time. They started marching to his place. Luffy almost knocked on the door, but then Raul opened the door and knocked him on the floor. Then Raul said, "Oh, guys, I thought you guys weren't even here. Come in. I was just about to start looking for you guys." And then he said, "Well, okay." And then Vault and Luffy saw their Beyblades. But then Raul said, "Don't touch them. You got a big problem with them. They're all scratched up, so you're going to need a new evolution." And they obviously knew a new level up. They were trying to think of a way to draw a new level up. Now, I'm gonna go draw that real quick, what Luffy's look like. You obviously know what Volt looks like. It looked like this. There you go. Looked like that. So yeah. Then they scanned it, wow, and then starts transmitting this. Now, how thick Luffy's Beyblade? Now, on the bottom is how thick Luffy's Bay is. On the top is how thick normal evolution bays are. Now you might be questioning, why Luffy's Bay this thick? Well, don't question it. Now, the first bay to have metal was Luffy's. Well, yeah, obviously, in evolution it is. Louis is the first Beyblade. But evolution, it's... For shown, it's you obviously know Luffy. So yeah, Luffy has metal on his bay. Now where? It's on the contact points. No, it's on the top. Honestly, I'm not gonna do that. It's on the top of the base. You see those things on the wings, those two big wings on each side? Yeah, the cloud looking things are the metals. It's also metal in the middle, you know, obviously. Also, those little swords that are popping out on each top and bottom, those swords are like from the middle, so yeah. The middle isn't too big. It's thick enough to be regular metal. It has a mergeable shield, so yeah, that's how it does that. Now, Luffy's bay was perfect. Now, he needed to eat. So you obviously know he snacked on his chips. He had chips with him. He had like 2 bags of chips with him. And he snacked on them all the way. He was done with that. Now, after that, they are done building his bay. They got a new launcher. And they went out and they battled Silas again. Now, I'm not going to explain what happened in Silas and Vault. Again, you should really know what happens. I will explain though what happens with Luffy and Silas. Luffy launches his bay while it's out of control completely. Literally, it bounces on every barrier. But what the good thing is that it's so fast that it hits literally Silas's bay with large attacks that can't come back into the middle quick enough. Now, problem with Silas's bay is it's the defense bay, so it has good defense. The rollerblade things though are not helping at all, as these attacks are so hard that the roller things that are on the roller circle things that are on his bay does not even roll anymore because of the friction. Too much friction for it to roll. It's rolling so fast that it doesn't even matter if the friction. It doesn't even matter if it stops or not. Yeah, the bay was helping itself, but also making it more prone to bursting. But before Luffy's bay completely burst, he shot out this move. Now, obviously, I'm going to know Gum Gum. You obviously know I'm going to put Gum Gum in it. If I accidentally say Gomu Gomu no, don't mind that. He says Gum Gum, and he put a bazooka. He said, bazooka! The sword, and then his Beyblade went for a large, like, it literally, he hit his Beyblade on the wall, which the swords pop out, so they, like, it's bounceable enough to hit the bay with maximum speed, and then swords popped out. And that's how bazooka works. Popped out and then launched the bay. It hit the wall and burst. And yeah, that was the end of the battle. Obviously, I was gonna say bazooka. Pistol was too ordinary. Had to say bazooka because it was the perfect move. A perfect move. Perfect move for Luffy to use. He was happy his bay was perfect. Now, they went up to Raoul to say thank you. But Raoul said, what's the Beyblade's name? Now, Vault said, Genesis Voltrak. Well, Luffy said, Luffy's flexible. Why did I say that? Okay. Pause just then. Igniting Nika. They liked the name. But before Raoul left, they said, please wait. We need some help. you guys know how to get to BC Soul? Before they actually said that, they went in the car, and Raul asked, why you're in the car? And then they said that. And he said, fine, I guess we'll drive you to there. So they got driven. Oh yeah, it's been overnight when they built the base, so it's been 1 day before they got there. After the drive, when they got there, it was pretty nice, but then Raul said, okay, see ya. But before he left, he saw them just running towards the gate while the guards, you can't come in here. But we are the bladers that they scouted. They said, we're sorry, but we can still not let you in here. And then they said, you gotta let me in. And then they started running. They pushed him back, and they started running. Well, Luffy started running. Then he saw the instructor, Chris. That's her name. Chris. Christina, but we're calling her Chris because that's what people call him. Her. He started running towards, and then he's like, oh, God. He jumped, and he flipped. A front flip, actually. He did a front flip. And he, screeched his feet so he could stop. And then, the instructor, Chris, said, whoa, watch where you're going. And then Luffy said, sorry, but you're in front of me. Hey, you can't be talking to me like that. Well, before that, she screamed. So, yeah. Now, the guy, when Raul come out, Trad came. Okay. If you guys hear me munching on something, that's me eating Doritos. Now, Trad Vasquez comes in, and he's like, what is the commotion? What is the commotion? And Chris said, oh, it's okay. It's just a kid from family. And he said, oh, okay. Okay, who are you? You are you. And who's the other kid over there? Oh, I'm Monkey D. Luffy. And he's Bababoi. We are the people you scouted? Oh, yeah, you got you guys. And then Trad said, why you guys are late? Kit comes in and he goes like, Kit, why are you late too? Funny story, Kit said. And Vault said, funny story, I guess, too. But they said, no time, we need to get in there. We're doing the, I think the thing where where the people get qualified and stuff, yeah. 4 people get qualified. Originally gonna be 3. Then 4 gets qualified. So let's get to this. Now, bababoi. Okay, sorry. bababoi and Luffy walk in, and they see all the random people they don't know. But Luffy and bababoi see 2 particular people that look similar to the people they know. Zoro and Rantaro. And Luffy's like, Zoro? And then Zoro said, huh? Oh, Luffy. And Luffy was like, Zoro! Hey, man, what you did? Why? How did you get here? I asked them to join, and they said, yeah. My question is, how'd you even get here? Oh, how I got here? Took the bus stop. Luffy's like, bus stop? There's a bus stop? Yeah, you didn't know that? Just kidding. I walked there. Okay. I actually just asked somebody to let me go to BC Soul, and then, yeah, they got me here. Now, Tay was returned, but he walked there because he knew where to go. If I was great, if I was like, oh my god, Rantaro! And Rentail's like, "Sup, dude? How's it going?" And Vault asks, "How'd you get here?" And this time he says, I asked him to join while I walked here. Asked him to join, and I'm here. Oh, that's crazy, dude. And now they start talking. Okay, wait. Now, when they get there, they start battling random people. Zoro battles a random people. Luffy battles a random person. Vault battle a random person. And Rantaro battle a random person. This goes on for like, let's just say like, I guess 30 minutes. Just to remind you, the gym was filled with people. Not like just a little row. No, it was filled with people. All the way, just filled. So it goes on for like 20 minutes. Luffy uses Gum Bum. Zoro uses 3 sword, 2 sword, 1 sword, 1 sword. And Rantaro and Vault do their own moves. Now the four final people. It was Luffy versus Zoro versus Rantaro versus Vault. Now, people will be able to qualify. And, I'm just happy real quick. Then the Vault and Rantaro did the same amount of Vault wins, and then that was Luffy versus Zoro. Now, the battle starts with a 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Now, Luffy goes to the standing room. Now, Zoro is an attack type. Attack type and attack type. That's it. Yeah. Now, Zoro uses 2 sword style Nigiri, and Luffy uses his Gum Gum bazooka. They both counter each other, as being they both hit the wall, and they lose a chunk of their stamina. Stamina. After that, Luffy and Zoro start spinning around each other and start attacking with barrages and barrages and barrages. While they both keep on spinning out random moves. Luffy does a Gum Gum pistol, Gum Gum stamp, and a Gum Gum whip multiple times. While Zoro does a Nigiri, an Onigiri, just a Nigiri, Nigiri, and 2 other random moves. He does a 1 gorilla, 2 gorilla. Wow, that didn't help at all, because Luffy does a Gum Gum bazooka 2 times to counter those 2, 1 gorilla, 2 gorilla. This battle was turning into a stamina battle while both of their Beyblades started losing too much stamina for them to attack each other. Luffy starts pushing his base so hard that his stamina boosts up even though he hasn't ate yet. Now Zoro's literally not at stamina time. He has stamina, yeah, he has like a good stamina, good defense, but his attack type is up there. And yeah. He was starting to lose stamina quickly while Luffy was losing stamina way less than him. And then Zoro stopped. And then Luffy stopped. It was a matter of 1 second. 1 second difference. They were both stopping. But Zoro stopped first, and then 1 second later, Luffy stopped. But before that, Luffy hit Zoro with a tiny little teeth before they did that thing. As soon as Zoro stopped, it bursted, and then Luffy stopped at 1 second. And the battle was over. Luffy won. But since Zoro and Rantaro did so good, they let them join in. Yeah, that's how it goes. That was part 1. See you next time, guys. Bye.